It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Denver Broncos and the New York Jets, next on Madden Football.
Travel west from Midtown Manhattan through the Lincoln Tunnel to the Jersey side. It's MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. So good to have you with us, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson here in the booth. Carter, these are a couple of teams that struggled a year ago, finished out of the playoffs. They were under 500. That's what you love about the NFL. A new season brings renewed optimism.
Absolutely, and really, Mike, a lot of new faces at critical places. I mean, there is a lot of new pieces to the puzzle here, both coaching staff and the roster of players. They believe last year is over. They do not think there is any correlation between the squad they're planning to put on the field today and that one that we saw really go through some growing pains and struggles just a year ago.
Here's the veteran Will Lutz to get us going. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. Davis now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Well, the Jets come out with Aaron Rodgers. Of course, all the buildup in 2023. It lasted all of 4 snaps. But the man is a legend. A Super Bowl champ, 10-time Pro Bowler. Greg, his 20th NFL season.
There's not many guys, Mike, in NFL history that while their career is still ongoing, they already are considered a no-brainer finding themselves in Canton one day. And this guy is certainly at the top of the list. But let's not forget, this is not some washed-up quarterback who can't let go of the past. He is still capable of playing at an all-pro level. And if he continues to do so, any team he's on is going to be a Super Bowl contender.
And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
These are the chunk plays they thought they could get here against this pass defense. They thought the passing game favored their offense in this matchup, and I think we can expect this to be the case the rest of the game.
Now the first back taken in the 2022 draft, Breece Hall. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. On play action, Rodgers. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now 3rd down comes up.
So the receiver does everything right except for the most important part. He runs a nice route, great separation downfield. But now you just got to finish that thing off with a catch.
That's taken in by Conklin, the tight end. A gain there of 10 yards. And the Jets have a 1st down.
3rd down is when we see so many tight ends around the league really make their money. They operate in the middle of the field. They're a big, easy target for the quarterback. And even if they are covered, Mike, they're not really ever covered.
They will run it over center with Hall. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
1st and 10. The master of play action, Rodgers. That's to the running back, Breece Hall. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Play 8 of the opening drive coming up, and now they face third down. Rodgers, that's to the right side. He's got Corley. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. So it's going to bring up fourth down.
When a defense has speed to the ball like this group does, it makes these wide receiver screens really challenging because all those fast linebackers and defensive backs that are chasing the ball carrier, the offensive line are the ones responsible for them, and sometimes that's just a speed mismatch, and they can't get out in front. And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
3 points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Broncos led by the rookie, quarterback Bo Nix out of Oregon. The rookie, the last of the quarterbacks taken in the first round, number 12 overall. He's been around, he's 24 years old, but the rookie runs it for the Broncos.
There's a lot to like about this young quarterback, Mike. I mean, he has that intriguing skill set that has the potential to develop into something pretty special over time. There's undoubtedly going to be some growing pains. That's expected. But I'm excited to see what he does with this opportunity now that his number's been called.
Finding space at the 40. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
A first down throw for Nix. He finds his tight end, Dulcich. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Now, a second down throw for Nix. The throw on the run is complete. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
I think they're going to have to be more creative here on the back end with the types of coverages they show this quarterback. When you just show pre-snap, it is straight man coverage, and then you stay in it once the ball is snapped. It just makes it so easy on these quarterbacks, Mike, to just find the matchup that they like and exploit it. Change the look pre-snap to post-snap. Mix in zone, mix in man. They got to make it more challenging on the quarterback going forward. Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Second down, Nix. That's to the former Lion, Josh Reynolds. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Broncos first down.
Working out of the gun, it's Nix. This is caught at the 2. To the goal line and in. Marvin Mims. Touchdown, Denver.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
Will Lutz now for the PAT. He's got it. And the Broncos move out to a 7-3 lead.
Broncos 7, Jets 3.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Davis now to return it. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Jets offense going to take over now for the second time. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Rodgers throwing left side, and it's taken in by Williams. 13 yards to start that drive, and a quick 1st down.
Nice catch there by Williams, and he's able to move the chains. And while he finds himself now in a new uniform here in New York, it's just nice to see him able to return from injury just a year ago. He was signed by the Jets this offseason after coming off a really good run with the Chargers. He's already making his presence felt. He picks up a fresh set of downs.
So after 1, it's the Broncos with the early lead. More from MetLife Stadium after this. Second down and 8. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. This is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So the first part of any interception is just end up with the ball in your hands, right? That's what every defensive coordinator wants. But anytime you can get yards on the return, that's just an added bonus. And that's what we see here. There's a little space, does a great job securing the catch, and all of those yards just set up for better field position as their offense takes the field.
The rookie, Bo Nix, and the Broncos offense getting set to take over once more. They've got the lead, and they'll set forth trying to build on it. They're going to do that with excellent field position. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Now Nick's going to look to throw. Got it into the hands of Mims. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
Mims sent in motion here. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Throwing, Nix. He's got it to the tight end, Dulcich.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Here's Nix to throw. He gets this complete to Dulcich. And the Broncos are looking at a 1st and goal as he's taken down at the 2-yard line.
Sudden change. So you find yourself defensively a little bit on your heels. Your offense just turned the ball over, and now you've got to go out and make a stand. Well, so far this offense has moved the ball pretty quickly, but can they dig in and at least force a field goal?
Two yards from 6 points. It is 1st down and goal. They'll run. It's Williams. Trying to fight his way into the end zone, but they will mark him short. Down at the 1. And a little closer. Here's 2nd and goal. Dulcich now brought in motion. One more time for Williams. And this time he's in. Javonte Williams. Touchdown Broncos. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Here's Lutz now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Broncos extend their advantage to 14-3. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Davis now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Jets offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They trail now 14-3, so an 11-point deficit as they start things out with 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
On 1st down, they go right back to Hall. And they're going to get him down this time. Not as easy as the last carry. This time they drop him behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd down.
Well, as been the case this entire 1st half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
From the gun, Rodgers. Down the field, he's got Corley. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Nice play here by Malachi Corley, the young rookie wide receiver. And something we're going to continue to see out of him as the rest of the year unfolds is, Mike, he has such a knack for turning short throws into long gains. And his ability to be a ball carrier after the catch, it's really what separates certain guys from others in this league. And for a young player to have that innate kind of sense to be a ball carrier, find any ways you can get him the ball. Screen, smokes, bubbles, doesn't matter. Get the ball in his hands and usually good things happen.
That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another 1st down. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Rodgers. He'll find Hall out of the backfield. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
They'll throw again. Here's Rodgers. He'll check this down to the running back. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Again, it's Rodgers. The open man is Wilson. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision. They're going to go, and it's Hall. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down.
So this play by the middle linebacker is all about play recognition. Reminds me of a former teammate, Luke Kuechly. He knew the play before it was going to happen. Watch him. He diagnoses, he tracks the ball, and bang, makes a huge tackle, short of the yard to gain, forces the turnover on downs.
The Broncos offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this 1st half. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with 1st down. Back to throw is Nix. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the 1st half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode. And that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. A second consecutive big play to start this drive. 29 yards on this one. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Nix. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. On 1st down, here's Nix to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Here in the 1st half, we've seen nothing but connections from these two guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire. So the defense finally gets a stop, and really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off.
Quick throw, out wide. It's caught. And with just 4 seconds left in the 1st half, a timeout is called. On now, it's Will Lutz to try the field goal. This one will be from 37 yards out. Lutz's kick is good. And the Broncos going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Final second now of this first half as this one is away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. A-Rod now to throw on first down. Looking deep for Lazard. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment. But for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports Halftime Reports. It was former Tar Heel Javonte Williams with a solid first half. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Broncos offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Williams. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
It's another run here for Williams. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. He'll take a shot with Mims. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Well, he certainly didn't look like a rookie on that long completion, Mike. Not only his ability to scan the field and find his favorable matchup, but he was able to hit his downfield target in the perfect spot that led to that big gain.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll throw. It's Nix. There's that man again. Another catch. Here's a 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, they give it to Williams. And he's going to be taken down after a big 2nd down pickup. But we do have a penalty marker on the field.
Still 2nd down.
To throw is Nix. Left side, that's complete. It's Sutton. 12 yards on that hookup. First down, Broncos.
A gain of 12. First down, Broncos.
Throwing is Nix. This one taken in by Reynolds. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll go play action with Nix. He connects. It's in the hands of Reynolds. Now a 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Williams. And the Broncos are going to have what looks to be a 1st and goal. He'll take this down to the 10-yard line.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
So not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. Cortland Sutton, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 2nd and goal.
And up until this point, this has been an incredibly efficient game from this quarterback. I mean, it's hard to think. Here we are in the second half, and that's only his 2nd incomplete pass. So finally, the defense is able to do something to disrupt his timing and finally try to get him out of this groove.
And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. It is brought in the end zone. Marvin Mims. Touchdown, Denver. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for this second half. Lutz for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Broncos extend to a 24-3 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Davis now to return it. And not much doing on this return. Good coverage. They're going to stop him in his tracks right at the 15-yard line. The Jets offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. We're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. The linebacker, Cody Barton, in on the tackle.
At the 36-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9. He'll go again with Hall. And he'll wind his way to about the 38-yard line. The linebacker, Cody Barton, in on the tackle. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? From the shotgun, it's A-Rob. He's got his man, complete to Wilson. 17 yards on that connection. Good for a Jets 1st down.
I really like the rhythm that this offense has found. I mean, that 3rd down, that wasn't a layup by any means, but they made it look easy. Everybody was exactly where they needed to be. The quarterback did a nice job working through his progression, saying, okay, I understand this is zone defense. I understand where the limitations of the coverage are. I'm going to get to that spot on the field as fast as I can, deliver the ball, pick up the 1st down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They face 2nd down and 7. Another run here with Hall. And he's going to pick it up and take it down inside the 35 for the 1st down.
9 yards. And the Jets, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. He'll get it inside the 20. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. 28 yards on the gain, and it sets up 1st and goal. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. 1st down and goal. Rodgers to throw. And he'll take it on in. Allen Lazard. Touchdown, New York. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Greg Zuerlein now for the point after. It's up and through. And the Jets are able to cut into the deficit. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here's Mims. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense, and Bo Nix getting ready to go back to work. Eddie has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Here's Nix to throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. They get 21 on that one. Good for a Denver first down.
So often we see a team that's milking a 2-score lead get very conservative, especially in the 4th quarter, but not this coach. He says, all right, I might have a 2-score lead. I want to make it 3. He's trying to put as much pressure on his opponent possible here down the stretch late.
They run over center with Williams. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
2-possession lead, 4th quarter. This is the time, Mike, when you really can rely heavily on your run game. Everybody in the stadium knows you're going to run it, including the defense. They just can't come up with an answer to stopping.
Reynolds is the motion man here. Nix now to throw it here on 1st down. And he's in. Touchdown, Broncos.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. But if you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate, and great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
Here's Lutz now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Broncos will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Set to return is Xavier Gibson. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. So now the Jets offense ready to take over once more. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. From the gun, Rodgers. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the 2nd half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. To throw, it's Rodgers. That one taken in by Corley. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. First and 10 now from the 36. To the air once more, it's Rodgers. He'll get this complete to Gibson. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
And this offense is now really on the move, Mike, and it's the passing game that's leading the way. They've been able to march their way downfield thanks to this aerial attack, so don't expect them to go to the ground game anytime soon. If I'm this play caller, I'm continuing to lead on this, not only in this drive, but probably for the rest of this game.
He was looking for Malachi Corley, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
Here's another shot from the 6 at 2nd and goal. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. He was looking for Garrett Wilson there, and now it's 3rd and goal.
You can feel them starting to press a little bit, especially with this passing game. They find themselves so close to the end zone, they got to get it over the goal line. You got to be a little bit more accurate. You got to be a little bit smarter with the ball. And right now, the timing, the spacing, it's just not matching up.
And he can only get about half of what he needed, down to the 3, and now it is 4th and goal.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first.
This one is hauled in. Are the feet in bounds? Yes! Mike Williams. Touchdown, New York. Extra point try now for Zerline. He gets it to go, and the Jets are able to edge a bit closer. This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. The Broncos offense about ready to take over once more. And as we look back now, Greg, at how we got here, we got a ton of highlights of the offense so far. In particular, great passing.
Yeah, and if you want to score points in the NFL, Mike, there's no secret. You've got to do it primarily through the air. And with 3 touchdowns here so far, that's exactly what we've seen. It's been deep balls. It's been intermediate shots. It's been good run after catch. This has really been high-level offense on display right from the jump.
Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. On first down, it is Williams. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go again with Williams. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. He chooses to keep it on the zone read. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. And it's 4th down, so here comes Riley Dixon to punt. Xavier Gibson deep to return. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Jets offense getting set to get back to work. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Open man. That's Gibson. It is 2nd down and 5. On play action, Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
And he's out of bounds with the 1st down, so they get a new set of downs, and just as importantly, stop the clock.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Again, it's Rodgers. Got a man downfield. It's Wilson. And he will score. Garrett Wilson. Touchdown, Jets.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Jets will cut the deficit to 7. The timeouts are gone, so this becomes a must. They're going to line up for the onside kick.
Recovering an onside kick has really become kind of a lost art nowadays. Like, you just don't see it very often. You're trying to find where's the weak link, where's the hole in the recovery unit. Kicker's got to put the ball there, and then it's just a race to recover it.
Here's 1st down. To throw is Rodgers. That's to the right side. He's got Corey. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Well, after that conversion, now the conversation on the sideline is, what do we do if we score? Are we content with just kicking an extra point and tying this thing up? Or does this coach decide to go for the 2-point conversion and try to win in regulation? First things first, we're going to have to score, but man, I hope we get to see that decision.
And another 1st down and another big gainer. This time 23 yards. Rodgers now. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2-minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And After that first down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
Rodgers going up top again. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. Mike Williams, the one he was looking for. And third down coming up.
You have to come down with those opportunities. You're not going to get your hands on the ball very often as a defensive player. And when you do, let alone in the end zone, those are plays you just have to make.
That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on fourth down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation. And right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
And it's a touchdown. They have gotten to within one, and a two-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minute.
Mike, I know everyone has their opinions about whether to kick it or go for two, but my honest opinion is I don't even think there's a decision to be made. I'm keeping my offense on the field. We've practiced all week for our gotta-have-it two-point play. Dial it up. Do not play for overtime. Win this game now in regulation.
So now the extra point to, in all likelihood, send us to overtime. The extra point is good. A big one as we are tied late in this football game. So, not much time remaining to get something started. All tied here, late fourth as the kickoff comes. This will be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Williams. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's second down. Four quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. Gibson now on the return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The home team's offense ready to get back at it. They'll do so with first. The master of play action, Rodgers. And he on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier and better completions.
And he's going to go all the way to win it here in overtime. A beautiful combination in the air there, the pass downfield, and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Don't forget about the extra point here. This, an important one. The kick is good. So an ideal start to this overtime. And now it's up to the defense to preserve a 7-point lead. So, thanks to that recent rule change, still the chance to extend this game and match that opening overtime score as they receive the kickoff here. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Now a first throw here in overtime. Throwing downfield, right side, and it's caught. The first-round pick looking right at home in this offense. It's a first down. Play action now. It's Nix. Got a man over the middle. There's Sutton. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
15. First down, Denver.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. From the shotgun, here's Nix. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves first and goal inside the low red zone.
They'll try to run it with Williams. Not much happening there, just a short game.
This defense is able to get the hold here on first down, Mike, but they might have to do it 3 more times. I think if I'm this offense, I'm saying this is 4-down territory. I've got 3 more shots to gain 1 yard. Here you go.
Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. Go with their fullback trying to get it. And he's into the end zone. That'll do it. They win it in OT. They're out there to block most of the time, but Greg, great reward for the fullback to carry it in for the touchdown.
Not every team in the league even carries a fullback, but man, if you have one on your roster, Mike, not many better places to use them than down here on the goal line.
They could have tried for the win. Instead, they'll go for one to extend the game. And an exhale there. Extra point is good. Now, next score wins as we play on here in overtime. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Gibson now on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The home team's offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Rodgers. That's caught over the middle. It's Wilson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
That's good for the Jets. First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They give to Hall. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's A-Rob. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
They'll empty out the backfield as they come up for 3rd and a yard. That one to Corley. He's got it. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
These are the type of plays that drive a coach crazy in the film room, and you have to learn as a quarterback to avoid. You can take some chances. You can push the ball downfield, but not only to pick up a couple yards. You got to pick your chances of when you want to be aggressive, and you got to make sure you make better decisions going forward.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They will run it over center with Hall. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the 1st down. Nice gain of 5.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up 1st down.
Now a timeout, Denver. That's their 2nd. So now, big spot for the veteran Greg Zuerlein. This one to win it in overtime. This kick is good. He got it. It took overtime, but they will walk off the field with the victory. So this one in the win column for the Jets. This was a close-fought game. They were able to get themselves into field goal range here at OT. And the final kick sailed through the uprights to finally close out this victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Jets as we say goodbye from MetLife Stadium.